What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my garage. Alright, so on today's episode I'm going to do crash testing again on 3 vehicles. So this is the BMW E39 by McCann's. So I will put a link to his Discord down in the description. This is the Chevy C1500. Also, he is busy with this mod, doing some updates to it. So I will post a couple of pictures on this mod, and yeah, as I said, I will put the link to his Discord also down in the description. So if you would like to become a tester for these mods, basically you just join the server, and then yeah, the downloads links.dll files are there. So you just basically have to drag and drop them over into your mods folder, and then yeah, basically these cars you can build out of parts. I do have videos on both of these, how they are built. And then also we are gonna test the Chevy Chevelle as well from Nick's Speed Shop. So he's also a content creator. You can find his mods over at EST Banana's Discord test server. So I'll also put a link to that down into the description of the video. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with this car, because that one struggles to start up a bit. So I think this one is going to be easier to just start off with, and then that way we will have basically this one out of the way. So yeah, we're going to basically see if we can run into obstacles at the other side of the bridge. Just getting tongue-tied a bit, sorry about that. So yeah, I've got 3 wolf wagons at the end of the bridge, and we are going to full send into them. So this one I'm going to do the far left, and let's see how well this car will take damage. So let's brace for the lag. Okay, so yeah, there's tons of lag and also tons of damage. So miraculously the car is still running, but I don't think it's gonna run for long because obviously we just took out the whole radiator. Yeah, this thing is quite mangled now. So I think we should be able to take it back to the other side of the bridge. Want to avoid these cars, I don't want to move them. So let's see if this thing can make it back across the bridge. Yeah, we had a bit of a suspension issue. Okay, we don't have steering, but it's still moving. If I let go of the steering, it goes to the left. So we've got a tiny bit of control. Yeah, this thing is quite mangled. So I'm pretty sure, like all of the panels on this thing, it will take a lot of damage. Alright. So this is basically undrivable in my opinion. So what I'm going to do is just tow this out of the way, and then we will take a taxi to the garage. Alright, so let's assess the damage quickly. So we did a head-on collision, and then we did a couple of side bashes into the bridge. So very good deformation on all of the panels. We even took a little bit of damage on the quarter panels, the trunk lid. So yeah, that is actually looking very good. So in terms of the engine bay, basically the whole thing has been pushed back all the way, and yeah, unfortunately this is just a feature of my garage. The engines do not shift at all, so that is still quite intact. Alright, so next up I'm going to jump into this BMW E39. And I know I haven't found the steering wheel yet. Somebody told me it is in the interior, but yeah, I haven't really looked into it again. And what did I take off now? Obviously that needs to be fitted on the engine. Okay, let's just try that. Okay then. Interesting. Yeah, that's the problem with this car. You have to reach into the dashboard to get to the ignition. But that is fine. Once you get it going and you go into third person, you can drive it quite comfortably without a problem. So once again, we are going to full send this car into the middle wolf on the bridge, at the end of the bridge, and see if it takes any damage. Alright, so we have reached our top speed. And get ready and brace for the lag once again. Alright, so that is a direct hit. Oh, we're kind of glitching into the wolf. Yeah, apparently we don't take body damage. We take a little bit of suspension damage. Okay, so that is quite strange. We don't really take a lot of damage with the E39 BMW. Oh, let's see, we do. Yeah, we do have suspension damage. And some of the parts actually do fall off the car. Alright, let's see if we can get a little bit more speed again. Head back across the bridge. And maybe we'll send it into the barrier. Alright, so this is as fast as it will go. Let's send it into the wall. Yeah, just pretty much more suspension damage. Okay, so there's absolutely no body damage. I think our radiator took some damage because I can see the smoke now. Alright, but yeah, we are dragging this thing. Once again, no body damage really. Got a little bit of stuff popping through the hood there, I see. So let's see if we can just make it back to the shop over there. Alright, so we did a bit more suspension damage and I think it's not going to be able to steer. Alright, yeah. I think that is basically the end of the road for this car. Yeah, once again, the easiest way to shut this thing off will be just to yank that out. Alright, so let's just tow this to the garage, take a taxi to the garage, and here we are. Let's quickly assess the damage. Okay, so basically this, what is this? The headlight. Okay, so the headlight basically popped up a little bit. But yeah, that is pretty much the damage we took. The suspension obviously took damage. That is basically mostly wolf parts. So yeah, the physical parts of the body didn't take much damage. The headlights and taillights, I believe the taillights will also take damage. So those should also break if you manage to break them. Oh yeah, unfortunately no body deformations at all. And I've got a feeling that the Chevy truck is gonna be pretty much the same. Alright, so let's get this beast fired up and see if we can get this thing to take some damage. Alright, so here we go. Gonna do pretty much exactly the same. I'm gonna full send it into the remaining wolf, which is the one on the far right, and see if we can get any damage to this truck. But I think this thing is gonna be absolutely indestructible. Alright, so here we are. Okay, I forgot to say brace for impact or lag. Yeah, so once again, doesn't look like we've got any body deformations. So we've got a broken headlight and obviously suspension damage. Right, so it takes suspension damage quite well. Right, let's see if we can get maybe a side swipe. Right, so the radiator took damage. So yeah, these models don't really take a lot of damage, but it still drives. So we are gonna start overheating at some point. No, get it going, there we go. Alright, we are still moving. Go into the ditch. See if it can power out through this. Nope, it cannot. I think it's busy overheating. Alright, so let's just alright, let's tow this to the garage and let's take a taxi to the garage. Alright, so there we have it. The modded vehicles from this specific mod creator doesn't have any body damage, but as you can see, the suspension and all the other bits do take damage, like the headlights, the radiator. So basically all of the vanilla car parts that are fitted to this car. So this is where the headlights actually sit now. So if this had to be deformed, this is all the way back here where it should have been, approximately. So even with the taillight, you can see there has been basically damage. But I think pretty much in general, yeah, there's no body deformations at all on these two models. Alright, so yeah, pretty much that is what this video was all about. Just to check if these vehicles do take damage. The Chevy Chevelle takes damage very nicely, and I must say that looks quite gnarly. But yeah, unfortunately on these two, no body deformations, but who knows, maybe the mod creator will implement that at some point. But I think that's going to be a wrap for this episode, so thank you very much for watching. I appreciate every view, every like, and also remember to hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. So yeah, until the next time, cheerio.